highly doubt any of my old teachers are gonna see this. I don't even think they know I have a YouTube channel or they even watch YouTube.
Because they got homework to grade, but whatever.
For those that went to my high school, my elementary school, middle school, then y'all will probably remember these teachers. This is just my experiences with these teachers. They might have treated other students differently, I don't know, or the same as they did with me. I'm just being honest how they were. Some were nice, some were rude.
Some had issues.
We're starting with kindergarten. This teacher I had,
she was a total biatch.
I remember she embarrassed me in front of the whole class one time. I was laughing at something and she thought I was laughing at something else. She literally took a paper from my hand and ripped it, and then she started laughing and made the whole class laugh with her.
Bitch, what is your problem? I remember you, hoe. She probably dead by now, but oh well.
I was really shy when I was younger, especially in kindergarten. I wouldn't really talk. I just nodded and shook my head for yes or no. She wasn't understanding of that. Like, she would force me to talk, and I didn't talk. She would punish me.
Just because you in menopause doesn't mean you gotta take it out on me, okay?
Remember, it was recess. She kept me in class just because I didn't read a sentence out loud to her. It was about some stupid purple animal. If I didn't read it out loud, she would make me put my head down and keep me in for recess. It's probably one of the worst teachers I've ever had. Wasn't patient with shy kids. I didn't read it. She was like, okay, put your head down. Like 10 minutes later, she'll come back, ask me to read it. And if I still didn't do it, she'd have me put my head down again. I would miss recess time just for a stupid sentence.
She had issues. If any of her grandkids are watching this, fuck y'all.
She should have been fired.
It's the early 2000s. She should have been fired with her bitter ass.
Elementary school. I'm gonna cover my school name just for privacy. Back then he was principal, right? I just recently saw him 2 years ago at my high school graduation. Still looks the same.
But I remember he was an ass. He was an ass.
He kicked me out from the elementary school that he used to be a principal at for having too many absences. It's not my fault I got sick a lot. I would get sick easily back then and I would have to miss school because I got sick so easily. I got in trouble for another girl. I remember her name, but I'm not gonna say it, but starts with the V. She convinced me to ditch class with her. We were just exploring the whole school campus. I guess when a teacher caught us, it looked like we were leaving, but we weren't. So why listen to her? She was like, hey, let's not go to class today. Let's just go to the playground and stuff and have like a longer recess. So I was like, okay, sounds like fun. We played in the sand, we went on the swings, the slides. They thought trying to leave the school. And that wasn't the case. Since I didn't really talk back then, I didn't really defend myself. Whatever they assumed that was going on, I just went with it. We went a little meeting with the principal at the time.
He was like, I'll be the judge.
I was taking notes and everything.
Dude, you don't run shit.
The blame was put on me. I got separated from my childhood best friends, which later on I reconnected with. We missed years of being with each other. Our whole bond, it just disappeared. I lost friendships.
Because of his dumb ass, he got the audacity to show up at my graduation. All these grandkids, screw y'all.
But he was an ass, okay? My 6th grade teacher. Before I had her as a teacher, I remember me and my friends were running around scandalous at recess. When you're running around, you're not really looking at the floor. You're just looking like ahead of you. We weren't paying attention. I feel something on the floor that I stepped on. And I looked down and I stepped on handmade masks. You know the masks that you make in elementary school made out of newspaper? I stepped on those on accident and it was...
I was like, oh no, what just happened?
It was from her class. I felt so bad. I got caught. I stepped on like 2 or 3 masks. I had to write a letter to each of those students, an apology for stepping on their mask. First of all, it was an accident. Yeah, she was a rude. She let us do artistic stuff sometimes, paint and stuff, or draw or work on projects. She would get mad like if someone didn't clean the brushes right. We would all get punished for it, for 1 or 2 people that messed up. Moving on to middle school, 7th grade. Let's start with my gym teacher. Her behavior was very aggressive. When class started and the girls would go into the locker room and we were all changing into our gym clothes, she would get mad if we went to the bathroom to change in the stalls. I was one of those students. Like, I wasn't comfortable with other girls seeing me half naked in underwear. I would sneak into the stalls and I would change in there. I think she caught me like 2 times. And she would check. She would go around and check. I don't know how I did that for a whole year. This lady right here. My math teacher.
She was a biatch as well.
I used to get tutoring from her in the mornings. A gym teacher would come in her classroom sometimes and they would do a little flirting.
Really? While you were tutoring me? Really thought?
She gave me attitude in front of the whole classroom one time because I didn't know the answer to a math problem. All that tutoring didn't help. My history teacher. Now, when he was my teacher, there was no issues or any scandals when he was my teacher at the time. A few years after, I heard from his students that he had a scandal and he had porn on his computer. It accidentally showed up on the screen. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard from multiple students. When he was my teacher, he did not show any signs of being a pervert. I had heard that happened and that he got fired. If y'all were students of his, he did not seem like that type at all. But maybe I was wrong. 8th grade.
Let me tell y'all.
Let's move on to high school. Okay, this lady, assistant principal. Now, I had a bad encounter with her. I remember I was in her office. We were talking about a situation. I was talking normally. I didn't see a problem with how I was talking.
I don't know where she was like, oh my gosh, you have an attitude. I don't know why you're giving me attitude. And I was like, what are you talking about?
She kept accusing me of having an attitude that day, and I was confused. What? I told my mom about it when I got home, and same thing happens to her. We don't purposely try to give attitude. That's how we talk. She told the lady about it. I guess she apologized in an email. Before that happened, she was nice to me until that situation happened.
I don't know if she was on your period or something, but I know for sure I was not giving her attitude. I don't have a problem with you. Why would I give you attitude?
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. If you guys know any of these teachers, or if you had these teachers, let me know your experience with them, if they still work there. I want to know. Give me an update in the comments. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!